Hi my beauties and welcome to another video on my channel. My name is Emilia and as you could see from the title, in today's video I'm going to talk about my first ever exclusive only niche fragrances. So without further ado, let's just explore the new fragrances that I decided to add to my collection, and I'm super excited because some of them they are so hyped up on social media, TikTok, on Fragrantica people talk about, on Facebook groups, you name it. So if you're new to my channel, then welcome. We're all about fragrances, beauty care, and everything that has to do with smelling good, looking good. And obviously, I'm going to start opening with one of the fragrances here. I have to mention that some of the fragrances are bought as a tester bottles. So tester bottles basically mean that there's no difference in the quality. It's just that it's intended for using as a tester in a shop, in a store. It's sent by the brands usually, or sometimes the shops pay a fee to obtain the tester bottles so that they can, expose it in their stores so customers can try it out before deciding whether this fragrance is something that they would like to purchase or go ahead with it or not. So therefore, I decided that from now on, I'll try to buy, perfumes that I really want to enjoy. And obviously, while I'm purchasing these fragrances, I want to make, some economy, but at the same time enjoy fragrances that might be, you know, way more. I paid for the tester only, I would say, one-fifth of the original price. So the original Delina by Parfum de Marly, it comes somewhere at 245 euros for the 75 ml bottle. And, why to pay such a price when you can easily enjoy the same juice, same fragrance, same bottle, just that at a much more affordable price. And I'm going to mention also here a bit the descriptions because I always enjoy the brands that give more for the customers rather than just have a simple box thrown out there in the market for sale. I like brands that they pay attention to every single detail. They try to give as much info as possible, maybe behind the brand, maybe behind the fragrance. And, you know, I like even the logo of the brand. It's really stunning with these beautiful horses. They mentioned that Parfums de Marly, an elegant and refined fragrance company, and a truly original concept to revive the splendor of the 18th century when the finest perfumes were created for Louis XV, in tribute to the prestigious horse races he fervently admired and initiated. I have to also mention, in case you might not be familiar with the term niche. So niche brands basically they exclusively focus on perfumes. They don't do anything else. They don't do clothing, like for example the designer fragrances we would be talking about here. They simply dedicate the entire business, the entire focus on creating masterpieces, fragrances. From my experience so far, the niche brands tend to be way more pricier than a designer fragrance would cost you. But I've been hearing a lot about this brand and I was super curious and I was so excited to find it in Cyprus finally. Because, you know, we're in the Mediterranean, small island, and it's very difficult to import things here. Or you might end up with taxis and so on. So this is how the beautiful bottle looks like. I love the presentation and it's super elegant, easy to grab it. Oh, wow. It's really nice scent. I think I'll wrap it around because it's kind of like too down. But anyway, it's a beautiful floral scent. That's what I'm getting here. And I would say it gives me like the vibe or color of pink and red. So I'm going to just list or actually mention the notes here. Um, But I can distinguish besides floral a bit of rose, and there's some freshness, some cleanliness, muskiness, which I would say, and it's very aromatic and green at the same time. This is good. And I'm going to just bring up the notes from Fragrantica, and it's actually really highly rated. From 5, it gets a ranking or rating of 4.05, which is really, really good. And yeah, this is a very floral, feminine scent, definitely feminine. And it was launched in 2017. Is the creator of Quentin Bish. He has some really good fragrances, by the way. And this has lychee, rhubarb, bergamot, and nutmeg in the opening or in the base notes. In the middle notes, we have peony, Turkish rose, musk, petalia, and vanilla. And in the base notes, we have Kashmiran, incense, Haitian vetiver, and cedar. Well, for me, it's very feminine. I can detect the lychee, rose, peony, somewhat of sweetness, fruitiness, floralness. Definitely, definitely a gorgeous scent. Very feminine, very elegant. I like also the bottle. Let me give you a close up. And I have a feeling that this is one of those fragrances that it's going to be repurchased because it's a beautiful scent. Um, it's something that, you know, reminds me a bit of Very Good Girl from Carolina Herrera, the one that comes in the red stiletto. And it's mainly the opening that I'm getting. Anyway, I will need to play around with it and get back to you guys and maybe do a comparison video between the two, see how close they are. Um, this is the original I have want to point out because I know they're flankers of it that they came up. One of them is in this transparent pink bottle, which is Delina La Rosée, and that's more for this heat waves, more for the summertime. Delina exclusive, that's another flanker, but this is gorgeous. It's, you know, hands down one of the best scents that I have so far in my collection. It's truly worth having it. It's absolutely stunning. I hope it will last long, even though it's a floral. And I have to also go back to the fact that the fragrance house Parfum de Marly, they have also 30 milliliter bottle of this, so they have smaller versions. They also sell different kits where you can explore the different fragrances that the house has to offer. They also have male dedicated fragrances, so not just for women, not just the Lina that we were very familiar with. And this is very charming. It's a modern floral bouquet. It's very floral. Um, I would say it's highly nuanced fragrance. It's at the same time sensual, but also sweet and fruity. And what really, really stand out is the Turkish rose, the peony. It has a bit of mingling, tangy notes, I would say, as you know, as it breaks down. But because of the vanilla, usually vanillas in the fragrances, they try to make the fragrance more sensual. Um, and then you have in the end like this clean, musky. So it combines really, really well. So it's well blended as a fragrance, as I can see. And I'm so glad that I finally have it in my collection. Welcome home, I would say. The next one is again a fragrance from the same house. And as I said in these videos, we are all about niche. So no designer, nothing else. No celebrity fragrances. And it's another tester, as you might have guessed it. And this one is Cassili. So that's another fragrance that they are selling quite good as a company. And this comes in this bottle, the orangey reddish, I would say. This is again the highest or largest bottle, I would say, because this is the biggest size available. Now let me try this. The atomizer is really, really nice of these fragrances, which is very important because I don't know if you have seen it. It goes like a mist. This is very gorgeous as well. It's very feminine. It's a bit sparkly at the same time. It reminds me of joy, happiness, and I would have to say it's delicious. It reminds me also of, as the bottle, this pastel flowers, velvety. You know those flowers that you get on the different cookies, maybe like the macaroons, and they have these delicate flowers there. It's very, very amazing. We have a bit of pastel flowers, we have a bit of sprinkle of vanilla here with some wood, but it's not overpowering. And they also have plum mentioned here. And what I liked about this fragrance is that it's very lively, it's energetic, it's spontaneous at the same time. And it has also a bit of elegance, it has a bit of classiness, and at the same time it's subtle, so it's like playing. It's truly amazing scent. I have to mention this. It's fruity, it's you know soft. You have a bit of tropicalness, a bit of sourness, not so much. And besides the plum, we have very interesting notes. In the opening, we have the juicy red currant with some floral notes with some rose. And in the middle, we have the frangipani, petalia, mimosa, and plum. And then the base notes, we have vanilla, sandalwood, and tonka bean. So all amazing ingredients. And, it's something that I have seen on other YouTube channels here and there being mentioned. But for me, this is for now a love. I do love the scent. It's very gorgeous. It's very nice, feminine, elegant, sophisticated at all all those points it can be mentioned because indeed it is an amazing scent. Now, with regards to longevity, obviously time will tell because at this point it's not much that I can say. I haven't tested them, even though they're testers, but I will play around with them. And I have to also mention that in the beginning, it kind of like gave me a bit of powderiness, and it kind of like reminded me of Narciso Rodriguez powderiness. And I'm not sure if it's going to go into that direction. I absolutely love Narciso Rodriguez powdery fragrances that he has. I have quite a few cubes from him, um, and they are stunning. I love the quality of those fragrances as well, and it reminds me of them. That's what it brings me back. So nice memories, nice scent. Hopefully it will last for so long, so we don't have complaints, and we'll continue using it. So definitely try it out if you get the chance. And the next one is going to be a fragrance that I've seen it as a fragrance bottle that actually attracted me. And then as I started learning more about it, I said I wanted this fragrance not only because of the bottle, but it sounded such a delicious gourmand scent. Even though, price wise, it can be within the 250 range, especially because here in Cyprus it's not available, so I would need to order it from abroad. And this is one of the houses that comes up with these egg-shaped bottles, which are supposed to be handcrafted, hand painted, basically as a bottles. And that's why each of their bottles, even though it has the same colors and the same, you know, shape and this the bottom, the outcome, the overall design on each egg, um, it's um, it's slightly different, so unique, I would say. And without further ado, let's just mention this is the Dates Delight by the House of Wood. This is how it looks like here in the bottom. I might have the older packaging, I'm not sure. Let me show you the beautiful. I have a beautiful egg here. This is how it looks like. And I would say rather than maybe like this is an egg, but because it's flat, I would say it can be even like a stone. And this is such a gourmand, such a yummy, delicious, sweet, and a bit of spicy. And what I know is that this fragrance does not has wood in it. However, the house creates so well this blend of the notes, especially in this fragrance, that you kind of like get a bit of woodiness, a bit of spiciness, because this smells sweet. This smells vanilla, ambery, spicy, cinnamony, fruity because of the dates, and it's truly gorgeous as a scent. It smells so good. Um, this has, you know, also mentioning that this is a unisex fragrance, so it's not only for women, so it can be shared, you know. um, what I like is that they balanced very well the dates, the cinnamon, the honey. Yes, it is expensive price point, I agree with that. It might be also because of the dates, you know, a bit too sweet for some, especially maybe for men. They might complain about that. But overall, it's a delicious and delightful scent. It's smooth, it's overpowering, it's opulent, it's, you know, elegant, and I would say it's literally addictive. Like you just want to smell it. It's so delicious. And as the name of the fragrance says, the dates are in the opening. And we have also peony in the opening. In the middle notes, we have the caramel, we have some tonka beans, some coumarin, some cinnamon. And in the base notes, we have the sugar with the vanilla, labdanum, benzoin, and some honey. This is something that I would dare to say it's worth as a signature scent. Even if it's my first time smelling it, it's such a good scent. And I feel that this might be one of those fragrances that once you apply it, you might choke people around you, especially if you apply a few sprays. But it's worth it, really. It's such a beautiful scent. Um, so I can only recommend it. If you have the chance to smell it, try it. Obviously, as you guys might know, I will be popping them up in my future videos here and there. I might be doing also individual reviews on these fragrances as I get to know them. And if you haven't yet checked my other videos on my channel, don't forget to go and check those ones out. And the last one from today's video is going to be Bouquet Ideale by Casamorati. So Casamorati or Zherzhov, you know, it's the same house basically. It's just that they have this exclusive um, house line or line within the house. And this is the 100 milliliter bottle that I took. Um, and what I liked also about this fragrance, because I have other fragrances from Zherzhov as well coming. And I have also Lira coming, it's from the same house. Um, they mention usually on the side some notes. So here, this is not yet open. It mentions that it's warm and seductive. Bouquet Ideale is composed of a beautiful powdery cashmere accord with mysterious touches of vanilla and papyrus. Now, if you don't know what is papyrus, in the ancient Egypt, they didn't have paper, so they were using papyrus, which is a plant based, and they had to obviously um, cut through the plants to make thin layers. And obviously, they had their tools to thinner them and create the papyrus rolls, because the papyrus usually it's like this thick as a plant, and you know they had to um, create those papyrus rolls on which they were then writing the calligraphs, or hieroglyphs as we call them as a term. And besides the papyrus, which reminds me of my trips to Egypt, by the way, definitely worth checking that country. We have also magically intoxicating. This orchestration embraces your soul and delivers it to a faraway Mediterranean island where the winds from the south carry the scents of flowers and spices. So I'm going to show you a bit here also the plant to see it. The box is absolutely stunning, 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 stunning. And I'm going to just open it with you guys. Give me the honor of doing this. Sorry for the noise of the packaging. And this comes out like this on the side. I love how, you know, these brands take care of the fragrance. And this is the stunning bottle. It's absolutely stunning. I love the color, this like baccarat color, this red. Oh wow. I don't even have to spray it because I can smell it. It's very woody. That's what I'm getting here. Very spicy. And as a notes we have and accords we have, besides this powderiness, vanilla, cinnamon, balsamic, sweet, aromatic, and white florals. I'm getting here cavalcade of spices. It kind of like gives me the impression of a winter scent. Again, it's very sophisticated, it's very elegant. And I have to say that for me, this definitely resembles wintertime, maybe on Christmas, something like there. It's very warm, it's very delicious. You have popping spice notes. And to some, this might be a bit too peppery, too medicinal. And I have to mention that this fragrance was created by Jacques Fori or Flori, and it's considered to be an amber woody fragrance for women. If you have been following my channel, you know that I'm crazy about amber fragrances. I love them. And this one has been around for more than 13 years. It was launched in 2010. And we have here in the opening nutmeg and cinnamon, great spices. And in the middle notes, we have Gaiac wood, sandalwood, Virginia cedar, papyrus. And in the base notes, we have vanilla, coumarin, tobacco blossom. So I do not get much of a tobacco, maybe on the skin. French labdanum and musk. So the notes sound really, really promising. I love also the details of the fragrance are absolutely stunning. It's pure joy having this. Obviously, I will come back with reviews on this. From the bottle itself, it smells amazing. Definitely more, I would say, unisex as a fragrance, rather than female. I would even say that maybe goes into direction of more of a male. Um, some some people say that this reminded them of Wood Saved the King by Atkinson's. I don't know, to be honest. It's one of those fragrances that I might purchase in future, would save the queen in the future. But the king version maybe just for my husband. Um, they're very similar. Other fragrances that it might be compared to, it's Amber Star by Gerjov, so from the same house. Or if you ever heard about the Mercedes Benz Club Black Mercedes Benz fragrances. And if you like Lyra, if you like Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford, if you like Black Orchid by Tom Ford again, I would think that this might be suitable for you. So definitely worth trying out. If I would have to give like a mark, like as a first impression, from 5, I would give as a 4.90 because it's so good. I really, really enjoy it. So that was Bouquet Ideale once again by Casamorati by Chershov. And if you haven't yet subscribed, don't forget to do so. That was it for today when it comes to my first niche fragrance haul on this channel. Stay tuned and click on the like button as well. Let me know below in the comments box your thoughts about these fragrances, and if you own them, obviously I would be super interested to see your comments, your feedback, your experience with these beautiful, beautiful fragrance gems, because they are fragrance gems. And till next time, doodles, bye for now.